Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everyone. Elder got trimmed. So I forget where I left off when I began the other day. So what?
Yes, indeed. I'd better draw a sample so I can get a gravity reading.
Woke up this morning late. I slept in and there was a message on my phone from my elder son. My eldest son. Elder's eldest son. Happy Father's Day. That was nice. Thanks, Nate. He was at the airport, or on the way to the airport, to fly back home from NHC. I discovered something on this last batch of beer that I need to recalibrate my refractometer, because I got a read off of it at 1.057, and using a hydrometer I found it at 1.063. So I'll recalibrate that, but this finished out at 6.17% ABV. So now I'm satisfied with that. That is it. So see how it tastes. Wow, is that juicy? I think I'm going to dry hop some more, but that tastes pretty good. Columbus, Citra, Amarillo. No, not Amarillo. Azaka. In the primary after a few days. So now we'll see where it goes. So I made another couple of tap handles out of hickory. And hickory's nice. It keeps its bark, and it also is hard enough to tap a thread into. So Homebrew Wednesday. The vanilla cream ale. Yeah, it's a beauty. If you can imagine a little King's with a little touch of vanilla in it, that's about what it is. I am home. It's Tuesday night. Gonna finish this stuff up. And I had a list that I put together that I had in the house of all the different things that went into my beer. So hold on. So I've always had input from Nathan whenever I've been getting ready to brew. Told him I wanted to make a New England style IPA, and that I had grape nuts and various different ingredients, and so started out with base of Golden Promise and added Pilsner malt. One thing I forgot when I was looking through the recipe, I skipped over the Bonlander. I was going to add a little bit more, so my alcohol would have come out a little bit higher. But we talked about the different hops and the schedule, and I had some New Zealand hops that I had just bought on the spur of the whim, you know. One of them moments, I had Rakau, and what was the other one? Kahatu, I think it's called. Kahatu, yeah. And so I used that in the Whirlpool along with some Comet. And then 2 or 3 days into fermentation, I dumped in a bunch more hops. I think Citra and Columbus and either Comet or, oh, it was Azaka. I used Azaka. So then on secondary fermentation, I dropped another ounce of Azaka, another ounce of Columbus, and Comet. So Now it's sitting in secondary. We'll see how it turns out. But it really tasted good going into the secondary without that extra hopping. So I didn't get Minneapolis. I regret that. But my coworker was on vacation this past week, so when HomebrewCon happened, I couldn't get away from work. We're a real short staff, and it's like we try to coordinate the vacations, and I thought I'd be able to get away for a couple days, but it was just too tough. But the gang had a fun time, and I got to see a lot of footage, of fun videos, and got to hear the stories. So anyway, cheers to all of you. Hope you're having a great week. Homebrew up.